Alrighty, hello again. So today I want to talk about work, and by work I mean like your job work, not like hard work, but your job. And so I guess what I was just thinking about earlier today was how a lot of people my age, 18, 19, 20, who are kind of just trying to figure things out still in their lives, and myself included, obviously. They're always looking for a job that pays just a little bit more, and they're willing. It seems to me that a lot of people are willing to sacrifice joy and happiness for $1 more per hour, which I think is an interesting thing because a lot of guys will do like concrete, and if you love concrete, then awesome, do it, whatever. But I think a lot of people will do these jobs that suck and that they don't like, just because they pay a little bit more. And so that they're making this massive sacrifice to, you're getting paid a little, like, maybe $1 more or $2 more per hour. But at the same time, it's like you're miserable and you aren't growing, you aren't learning. And that's the big thing. That's kind of the key for me, is that I think that if you are going to have a job and if you are going to be working, I think it should be at a place, at a organization that is forcing you to grow and forcing you to stretch and forcing you to progress. I think that is so much more worthwhile, and it'll help you out so much more down the road, if you do that. Because if you can just do concrete and get paid $25 an hour, or construction, or whatever it might be, where you're kind of just going through the motions of things and you aren't really forcing yourself to learn anything new. You're just kind of doing the same thing. It's hard work and it pays pretty well, so you stick with it. That I think is dangerous. I think what you should seek more is a job that is more engaging, more intellectual, and forces you to grow. I think that is so much more valuable than getting a slightly different, pay rate at a crappy job. And that's one thing that it's always been a little frustrating for me, is I'm just trying to learn and gain experiences from different types of work, and trying to grow and expand my horizons a little bit, and gain all these life lessons through different types of work, where a lot of that's kind of what I've been trying to do anyway, whereas a lot of people will be doing things not so much like that. Not that my way is perfect or it's the best way, but I think that it is valuable, and so a lot of my friends or just people that I know will seek that better paying job. And I think the other key takeaway point here is that work, chances are, for the most part, if you're working at a job, is not going to satisfy your financial needs. It might for now, but I've just learned that throughout life, finding a job and trading in your time for money is not how you get financially free. And so that's a massive takeaway that I've just kind of learned over the last year or so, is that trading your time for money at a job and working is not the way. It's fine, and that's what most people know. It's the most tried and not tried and true, but it's the most traditional path, is to just get a job, have a career, and that's how you make your money. And that's fine, whatever. That's cool. Do your thing. But I think that there's other ways to do more. And I think one of the ways is, when you are working at a job, is to be gaining life experiences and life knowledge and just more valuable lessons. So I guess that's the main takeaway that I was just thinking of, is don't look for a job that pays a little bit better, but you're not learning or growing. Look for a job where it'll teach you to expand and teach you these different things and unknown skills, and so you can learn those skills. So there's that, and then also start to kind of, I think, change your mindset, to where you're aware that working at a job is not how people aren't rich from working at jobs. So that's I think one key takeaway, is you're not gonna be buying yachts from working at a nice job. You just don't. It's kind of a trap a little bit, I've come to learn. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is kind of why a lot of this is even in my head. So anyway, those are the main takeaways. Look for a job that forces you to grow, and start to think that start to understand that jobs aren't necessarily the way. So That's my main takeaway. That's the main takeaway. That's my video. Okay, bye-bye.